November 4th, 2021. Back at it again. Turkeys are awake. It's a Thursday morning, and it's our last chance to tag out before the gun season on Saturday, so hopefully we see something this morning. Stay tuned. It's a cool, crisp morning, 30 degrees, frost everywhere. Not so much here in the valley, but hopefully the deer are chasing. I'm sure some does are probably being dogged right now and in estrus right now, but hopefully there's some bucks that are cruising looking for a hot doe this morning. basket buck that crept up behind me. He came right up behind me where those turkeys were. And I thought it was just those turkeys this whole time, because it sounded like those turkeys. So I was looking down there, and then I kept hearing it coming and coming. So I looked to see if it was those turkeys, and I looked up towards the top up there, and there's a basket-sized buck looking down at me. So I slowly grabbed my bow, and I thought I ranged that spot earlier, and I thought it was 35. I must have hit another tree or branch behind it, but I ranged it at 35, so I switched my dial to 35, and I shot right over his back. And then I rearranged another area, like right next to it, and it was only showing 25 now, so, man, it's kind of thick though, that's why. I thought I had it ranged at 35, but it was actually 25, so. Oh, good thing it was just a basket buck, not a monster, otherwise I don't know, I'd be so sad right now, but that's 2 deer I seen this morning. Alright guys, it's about 10 a.m. now, and I think we're gonna stick around until 11 o'clock. Today was supposed to be a morning hunt. I'm gonna grab my trail cameras, see what's on the cards, and then decide if we're gonna come here for the opener or go to a different spot. But I mean, the deer, they were moving this morning. I saw 3 deer, and like I said, I shot over that one basket buck. I'm gonna sit tight until 11, and then my son's here with me too. He's about 100 yards that way, and so we'll sit tight for another hour or so and see if he sees anything or see if I see anything else, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I'll kind of show you guys why these bucks bed where they bed. As you can see here, this is a tip for you guys. This is buckthorn. Some of the last green leaves to stay on in the fall. But you can see it's pretty thick up in here. But if you look right up top here, just where those turkeys were starting to come down, as you can see, there's a flat spot. There's a flat spot right here. And it's only like 3-4 feet wide. And then you see it go up another level, and then it goes back up to the top. And there's a little bench. That's what people call a bench. And the buck is bedded. This bench extends. The bench goes from here, and it flattens out right there, and it keeps going that way. But you can see it's pretty thick. Then it starts to drop down, pretty thick, and then it opens up. So the bucks, they're not gonna bed down here because it's too open. But as you can see, down there's the bottom. It's kind of open. And then back up this way towards the top are these buckthorn that is a little bit thicker. And I mean, not all areas are the same, but if you find a little flat spot, that's where this guy was bedded. As you can see, it's kind of flat, and then it slopes back up that way. I'll show you guys when I get a little bit closer back towards it. Alright, so here's what I was talking about earlier. Here's his bed that he's bedded in. You can see that there's dirt that's exposed. So he's bedding right here. And here's all the thick what is it, buckthorn. As you can see, he's rubbing all these trees. Right here. Right there. Those two all the way up here. He's rubbing these two. And right behind me, he's rubbing this nice rub right here. I mean, look at that. So the main base of his antlers they're rubbing right here, and his tines are touching up here. As you can see, I'm standing next to it. This is the middle of my thighs right here. That's the middle of the rub. It's a decent buck. But see, you can see my tripod. That's where I'll set up. And his trail just goes out, goes back down that way. Or he can just walk along here. The trail wraps around, goes up that way. There's another faint trail that goes up this way. So, I mean, he's got a whole bunch of escape routes. And like I said, there's a little flat spot. There's a little mound here that's kind of flat. As you can see, that's kind of flat, and then it goes back up that way. So it comes down, it kind of flattens out a little bit, then it drops back. Oop. Then it drops back down that way. So they just kind of bed in this kind of habitat, this kind of area. That's what you like to see. Fresh scrape. About the size of my bow. Look at this big old community scrape. There's a big old scrape right there. Another one over there. Another one over there. Rub. There's the licking branch right there. Right by this creek crossing right here. There's another scrape right here. Licking branch right there. Got this little creek down here. There's scrapes everywhere. But I can kind of see there's that little trail that comes down that crosses right here. Right up into this area, but if I come down here, I gotta go way back up that way, so this is quite a hike. But good sign. Another huge scrape right here. The licking branch right up top. Man, look at this. What do you think this is, huh? Super fresh rub. Probably today, last night. Look at that. Look at all these shavings on the bottom of the tree here. That's crazy. Crazy fresh. Look at that. Right on top of all these leaves. Man, this guy's been shredding. That's about thigh high. This is about as high as my thigh. Man. Look at this. Another crazy, crazy rub. This guy's hitting way up here. And even his tines are up there. You can see all the shredded bark. That's crazy. I mean, look how this dude just destroyed it. This guy just destroyed this tree here. It's a good sized tree too. Man, that's the size of a no-cam. It's way up there. Alright guys, made it back home. Gonna check my cards, see what I caught. Cheap cameras, but they do the job. So still undecided on where we're gonna go for opener. We might go to the spot that I had the cameras on. If I don't find anything that's worthy to spend the opener over at this spot, I'm gonna go down to our usual spot. And so got no cameras down there, but you know, it's a bigger area, holds more bucks, and we'll just see how, you know, this card pool looks in this area here. But I'm guessing there's still going to be some does in the area, a couple of nice bucks. Hopefully I can just catch them on camera. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. The gun opener is this Saturday, so stay tuned. We will see you guys in a few days.